Alright guys, I finally got it in. This is my van. Y'all know my van quit on. I rent this van out and it quit on up the street. On the freeway, guys. She said it just stopped on her. Well, anyway, we got it pushed in. Y'all know, in the middle of pushing something in, you may not get on your lift properly. So what you have to do is grab the jack. I know some of y'all old school know this trick. You put the jack under there and that way you can push it over to straighten it up. Well, finally got it on the jack, guys. Thing about it is, guys, it won't start. It died on us. No crank, no start whatsoever. So y'all know this is a 2009 model. So what I need to do is computer control, basically. So what I need to do is check the computer. Time for this, guys. All right, so let's get in here and plug up our data link connector. And we're gonna see exactly why the computer would not allow this thing to even crank. Forget no start. I'll settle for a crank. See, I had a key in here. Absolutely nothing. I got power supply. It's not dead. Let me see. Okay. So the alarm and all work. It's not a key issue. Although it could be a key issue. I don't know. I just need to scan it. So got my scan tool in, guys. Let's go to the computer and see what we got. Oh. Alrighty. No VN. You must have the key on. I know the key on because I left it on. Okay, guys. The computer or my scan tool is not even picking up the VN. I will have to manually enter the VN. And when this happened, guys, this car has a Tipm on it. Okay, now the Tipm supplies the VN. Also, the PCM supplies the VN. So we need to find out which one is not supplying the VN by installing the VN. All right, so I got to go back and forth, transferring this VN. All right, guys, give me a second. I673. Okay, now let's hit submit. And what we have is trying to pull it up. Come on, guy, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Look, you see these still turning. It's trying to figure out what kind of car this is. Oh, 19 DTCs, whatever it is. Yes, this is my 09 Chrysler Town and Country. I got one recall on this thing. Now, let's see what's going on. Oh, my computer, my main computer, PCM, is offline, guys, off the bus. Okay, yes, that would cause a car not to start or crank. Let's take a look in the Tipm and see what kind of code it is spit out. Lost communication with ECM PCM. Okay, guys. Yes, the PCM is very, very important. It's red. It's off the bus. Now, guys, that doesn't mean run straight out and replace the PCM. In fact, you guys know every module has to have a power supply and a ground in order for it to work, and some communication contacts. Okay, it has to be the network, bus network has to be in place. All right, so what I'm gonna do, or what you should do when you're in a situation like this, you basically got to go to your PCM and find out where your power supply and ground comes from, because that is the #1 issue with a PCM. With any of these modules, red offline, the module is either dead or the module is internally shorted, or you just do not have any power supply or ground going to it. Okay, now I'm gonna pull up the diagnostic tree so we can go. I'm gonna pull up the no communication from PCM diagnostic so we can go through, so y'all can get a sense of what you may be up against if you face with this. But you have to keep in mind, guys, the scan tool is critical to finding this stuff out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is copy this VN. I'm gonna go to the no communication from PCM because that's exactly what we're facing with, guys. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, I have I'm trying to pull up my diagram. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go take a shortcut. I'm gonna go on the search. I want to put up PCM because the problem we're having is no communication. COMM communication. No communication from the PCM. So let me search that and see what we come up with. That's the diagnostic we want to run because that is the problem we having. And lo and behold, no communication from PCM powertrain. Okay, this is the test we need to do. Yes, right here. All right, guys. As you can see, the wiring diagram, relay. I don't know if you can see that. I might put up a real good screen. This box represents the module. This is the PCM. All these, this look like connector 4. All these should be grounded, and your power supply should be coming from fuse M3 10 amp. Only a 10 amp protecting this. So these two terminal has to be positive, and I assume this one has to be positive when you fire it up. Okay, so possible causes where everybody tends to go. Of course, fuse could be blown, ground open, fuse. We're looking for 12 volts at these terminals, guys. So it's pretty simple, guys. You're gonna have to go to the connector, PCM connector, and what they asked me to use, that's right, guys, my breakout box. So they don't want me tying into the connectors, back probing the connector, so I'm gonna whip out my old breakout box. Now the good thing about this is, let me blow this up. As you can see, all right, these three power supply. Okay, here's a closer look. I'll make it even closer. All right, C1, all these got to be ground. So what I want to concentrate on first is make sure this PCM, which is this box, is getting power supply at connector 1. Okay, all of these come from connector 1 at pin 11 right here, pin 29 and pin 10. Actually, 29 and 10 should be powered from M3 10 amp. First thing we're gonna do, guys, make sure this fuse is good, okay? And the other one should be powered relay run start when the key is on, I want to say. But we're gonna check and make sure I'm getting power supply at, I'm glad it's only one connector, pin 1, 29 and 10. First thing first, let's check M3 10 amp at the Tipm and see if it's good. All right, let's get it. All right, guys, so first thing we need to do is find out if M3 is powered. Okay, so we need to go to the Tipm. I'm here. Now we need to find out where is M3. I have my test light already fired up. According to this fuse box, M3 is way over here. Okay, it's supposed to be a 10 amp, but if you look in this slot, that is a 20 amp, and it is hot on both sides. Okay, guys, it's time to go to the connectors. Remember, guys, this computer has 4 connectors. All right, so we're dealing with connector 1, and what we're going to use, instead of back probing through the connector, we're going to splice in using my patented breakout box. Okay, I'm going to unplug the connector, plug this in its place, and plug the other end of my breakout box to the connector, and I'm going to check my terminals right here to verify if I have power supply and ground. Okay, if we have those, then one could assume the PCM is internally shorted, but never just replace a computer, any computer. It don't have to be the PCM. Remember, guys, in order for a computer to operate properly, it has to have power supply and ground, and in some cases, bus communication. All right, so we're going to focus on the power supply and ground. All right, let's get this PCM unplugged. This PCM, guy, it's actually located right here, but the way to access it, you gaining access to the connector, we'll have to go through the well to get to it. So let me get the car in the air. We're going to get to that connector. Stay tuned.